Good evening and namaste to all the viewers and my dear students. Today we will discuss one of the most important topics from the Indian polity, and we will understand on the topic Indian territories. In the series of Indian polity, we have been discussing with so many topics, and today also we will discuss it. And in this series, we are going to complete the Indian polity. It is going to help you directly in your upcoming examinations. So, you must have fundamental understanding on Indian polity. If your background of Indian polity is good, then you will understand so many current affairs. You will understand India, you will understand India's management from the village level to the parliament level. You will understand everything. How is a policy formulated? How a policy is executed? How a policy is taken care of? What is the function of the legislature? What is the function of judiciary? What is the function of executive? Why there are union territories? Why a particular area is designated as the union territory? Why there are metropolitan cities? Why there is state, there is union territory? The only objective of creation of all these principles we have already discussed. Recently, in the series of Indian polity, we have discussed local self-government. How the local participate in the administration, in the management, in the problem solving of their areas. We have already discussed. Also, we discussed urban local government, how the metropolitan cities, big cities, small towns, cities are administered, managed. We discussed municipalities. We have discussed Panchayat Raj system. Okay, so you are getting everything practical. Today you will understand why a particular area, particular territory, particular zone has been given a status of union territory. It could be a metropolitan city, it could be a smaller state, but yes, it is not. That particular area has been given, it has been designated at the union territory. What is the logic? Why? We will understand it today. Also, we will understand once upon a time there were so many union territories, but gradually the union territories are given the status of statehood. Once upon a time, it was a union territory. Gradually, it became a state. We will understand it today. This is a very common topic in our social science. Most of the time, we learn things from regarding union territories. So, let's start the presentation of the day. If you have any doubts and queries regarding your career, then you can write me on my email ID, that is Rohit Rohit Shika at geniusschool.co.in. So I'm sharing first slide of the presentation to check the technicalities. If it is visible, audible, then let me know as soon as possible. So today we will learn, we will understand very important, very easy topic, union territories, in the series of our Indian polity. Okay, so if I am visible and audible, let me know at the earliest. Okay, so let's start. So test is the best, and you have been appearing various states so far. So again, a test for you. So start writing your answer. Article 100 of the Indian Constitution. According to Article 100 of the Indian Constitution, the territory of India comprises of three categories. Means the whole country, the whole territory has been classified into three categories according to Article 100. Right or wrong? Second, right now at present, there are 29 states and 8 union territories in our country right now. Then India has much acquired territories so far. Means our country has acquired lots of territories so far till date. So whether this is a right statement or a wrong statement, then the union territories are those areas which are under direct control and administration of the state government. Whether this is a right statement, then the states, the union territories are otherwise also known as centrally administered territories. Then Goa, Daman, Daman and Diu, Dadra Nagar Haveli, all these territories were acquired from the French. Whether this is a right statement or a wrong statement. Then till 1973, Lakshadweep was known by the name Lakadep, Minikoy, Amindevi Island. Right or wrong? Then in 1990, Delhi was designated as the capital, the National Capital Territory, NCT of Delhi. Then till 2006, Puducherry was known as Pondicherry. And last statement is in 2020, the erstwhile state, means the former state of Jammu and Kashmir, was bifurcated into two separate union territories. So these are 10 statements. Whether the statements are right or wrong, you must have answered. So let's start the presentation. Under Article 1 of the Constitution of India, our Indian territory, our area comprises of three categories. Number one, territories of the state. Number two, union territories. And third one is territories that may be acquired by the government of India at any time. So basically, the whole territory of our country is classified into three different categories: territories of states, union territories, and lastly, territories that may be acquired by the government of India at any time. Right now, we have 28 states and 9 union territories, and we do not have any acquired territories. The states are, all the states are the member of the federal system in our country, and the states share a distribution of power with the center. We know that we have federal structure in our country. At the top, we have central government and we have 28 states, so 28 state governments. So the powers are divided between the central government and between the state government. This structure is called the federal system or federal structure in our country. The union territories are those areas or those territories which are under the direct control and direct administration of the central government. So, if a particular area is directly controlled by the central government, then that area is called union territory. Hence, they are also known as the other names of union territories are like centrally administered territories because central government directly administer the area. So it is called centrally administered territories. Now we will understand the creation of union territories. How the union territories came into existence, the background story, and historical matters relating to the union territories. So, during the British rule in India, certain areas, some areas were constituted, were framed, were made, they were called scheduled districts. In 1874. Then in later period they become famous or they came to be known as chief commissioners province. These schedule districts became chief commissioners province in the later period. And when India got independence, after the independence of the country, these chief commissioner province or the scheduled district were replaced. And in the category of part C, states, and part D, union territories. In 1956, these chief commissioners provinces were constituted as union territory. So this is the historical background how the union territories came into existence in our country. And it was constituted by an amendment act, that is 7th constitutional amendment act of 1956 and state reorganization act 1956. So according to the constitutional act of 1956 and state reorganizational act of 1956, the union territories were constituted in our country. And slowly and gradually, some of these union territories have been elevated to statehood. Means once the union territories, the UT union territories, they got the status of statehood, so they became state. Thus, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Goa, they got statehood gradually from the union territories. On the other hand, the territories that were acquired from the Portuguese, our country, our government acquired some territories from Portuguese. Which were the territories? Goa, Daman, Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli. These territories were acquired from Portuguese by the Indian government. And Puducherry was also acquired from the French. And they were constituted as the UT or Union Territories. At present, there are 9 union territories in our country. Andaman Nicobar Islands, you should remember name as well as the formation. It was constituted in 1956. Then Delhi was constituted in 1956 as Union Territory. Then Lakshadweep was constituted in the year 1956. Then Dadra and Nagar Haveli, it was constituted in the year 1961. So you have to remember both the name of the Union Territory and when was it constituted. Then Daman and Diu was constituted in the year 1962. Puducherry was constituted in the year 1962. Chandigarh was constituted in 1966. So gradually many places were constituted as Union Territory. And Jammu Kashmir has been recently constituted in the year 2019 and Ladakh 2019. So these are 9 union territories and the formation date. Also you should remember that till 1973 Lakshadweep was known by different names. It was Lakadai, Minikoe, and Omain Devi Islands. In 1992, Delhi was redesignated as the National Capital Territory of Delhi NCT till 2006. Puducherry was known as Pondicherry. Then the Union Territory created for various regions. Why? What are the reasons of creating Union Territories? Number one reason is political and administrative consideration. Delhi and Chandigarh were created. Then, on the basis of cultural distinctiveness for different type of culture, unique culture. Puducherry, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Diu and Daman were created. Then, for the better management, for the strategic importance, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Island have been created, and for special treatments, for special provision and care of the backward people, underdeveloped, educationally, financially, and socially less developed people or tribal people. Mizoram, Manipur, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, which later period became states. Now, Mizoram is a state, Manipur is a state, Tripura is a state, Arunachal Pradesh, these are states. But once they were UT. In 2009, Eastwhile means former state of Jammu and Kashmir was bifurcated recently into two separate union territories. One is the union territories of Jammu and Kashmir. And second one is the union territory of Ladakh. So, the central government has given many regions for the creation of these two new union territories. So, let's see the regions. Region number one for creating two different union territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir, the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and the union territory of Ladakh. The Ladakh division of the state of Jammu and Kashmir has a large area, but sparsely, very scarcely populated with very different type of terrains. So geographically it is different. Area is very big and the whole big area has been sparsely populated. So there has been long pending demand. The people of this area had been demanding for a status of union territory. To enable them to realize their aspirations, the union territory of Ladakh will be without legislature. Means It is a union territory, but there will be no legislature in this union territory. Delhi we have legislature, yes. Puducherry we have legislature, yes. And there will be no legislature in Ladakh as a union territory. Then region number 2 is further keeping a view of law and order, internal security situation of Jammu and Kashmir. Everybody is aware of it. To maintain law and order in the area. And the internal security situation is there due to cross-border terrorism, which is existing in Jammu and Kashmir. To solve this problem of internal security situation, to maintain law and order, to maintain peace and harmony, a separate union territory for Jammu and Kashmir has been created. Ladakh will have no legislature, but Jammu and Kashmir will have a legislature. So this is the end of the presentation. I am getting back to you to give the answer. Okay, so you have already given the answer. And why there is a need of union territory? The answer is very simple. This is a place we discuss various regions are there. For strategic management, if we will keep a particular place directly under the central government, it will be more effective. Then there are some areas where the people are backward, traditionally, tribal people, educationally, socially, they should be protected. So, some areas are directly controlled by the central government directly. It comes under the central government. It will come under the administration and control of the central government. So the development becomes faster. For example, Jammu and Kashmir will be under direct control of the central government. So there will be no internal problem, there will be no cross-border terrorism, law and order will be better facilities will be provided to the people. So when an area comes under the central government directly, it becomes more effective and more productive. So, a particular area is given the status of union territory and central government directly monitors it, administers it, and it does lot of developmental activities for the development of that particular area. So, let's solve the answer. Question answer. So you must have got all the answer from the presentation itself. Under Article 100 of the Indian Constitution, the territory of India comprises of three categories. Is the wrong answer. It is not 100, but it is 1. So this is a false statement. You have to look into the statement very minutely. Then you will get the right answer. At present, there are 29 states and 8 union territories. False. 28 and 9. 28 states, 9 union territories. India has much acquired territories so far. No, we do not have much acquired territories so far. So this is a false statement. Each union territory are those areas which are under the direct control of administration of the state governments. Wrong answer. There is no role of state government in union territories. It is central government. Then the union territories are also known as centrally administered territories. This is a right statement. True. Then Goa, Daman and Diu, Dadra Nagar Haveli were acquired from French. No. These areas were acquired from Portuguese. Till 1973, Lakshya was known as Lakadev, Minkoy, and Omindevi Island. Right answer. In 1990, Delhi was redesignated, or designated as the National Capital Territory of Delhi. Wrong answer. Not 1990, but it is 1992. Till 2006, Puducherry was known as Pondicherry. Right answer. In 2020, the erstwhile state of Jammu Kashmir was bifurcated into two separate union territories. Wrong. It is not 2020. It is 2019. So these are all right answers. So give me your final. Chintan, before the presentation 4, after the presentation 10. Sujal, after the presentation 10, before the presentation 9. And Devang, before the presentation 7, after the presentation 10. All the best. You are doing great. Keep it up. And this is very, very interesting story, interesting topic. You will get many questions in many type of examinations. And you have learned so many things today. So all the best. And one day you will be a super class 1 officer if you will continue this habit for a long time. At least you till you appear the examination. All the best. Till then, take care. Jai Hind, जय भारत।